Hello everyone, welcome to another episode from Ampro Engineering. We have got another FMS car today. The Toyota Hilux. That's not right. This came out in '84. Just an observation. Another observation is this particular photograph. It's odd because what's happening in this photo is you're seeing the light shine through from the other side. I don't like that. I don't know why they did that. It looks cheap. They should have had the vehicle positioned so you didn't see through see the light shining through the body. Very, very odd choice. Like that. That looks great. I don't know why they didn't do that. Anyway, nitpick there, right? Some images of the car. Again, this is by FMS Hobby. Same people as EZRC and Rock Hobby. I've been dying, absolutely dying for this truck, so I had to pick one up. As usual, it has the wonderful little styrofoam box it comes in. Usually I hate styrofoam because it's horrible. However, this is how I store and transport these cars all the time. I love it. Wait, what the hell? Is the tailgate missing on this? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay, it's right there. It's right there. It's just, okay, you have to install it. I was confused at first. Wow, okay. I guess I haven't watched anybody else's unboxing. It feels good. One-hand driving, which to me is critical. If the remote is not designed for one-handed driving, then I'm sorry, they done effed up. This is very well balanced. Feels a bit cheap. Nice little molded feature there. Runs on 4 AA, AAA batteries. What it has is these absolutely aggravating digital controls for the steering trim and throttle trim. You guys just put a potentiometer. Without a screen, these are absolutely useless because you don't know what the heck they're set at. Anyway, just annoying. I'll shut up. Let's look at the truck. Bit of a scare at first. I thought the tailgate was missing. Okay, that's everything in the box. The instruction manual was also included, but not within the styrofoam package. Okay, first glance of the truck. This is painted, and I have to admit it's painted rather well. Again, it's odd that, yeah, you can see how thin the paint is, because you can see right through that. I don't know, that always bothers me. The decals on this one are, I'm not impressed with the decals. I gotta admit, they don't look much better on the box either. Kind of an afterthought. It's covering the fuel door here. That's gonna get peeled off. I don't like the stickers on this at all. Well, let me rephrase that. I like the color combination of the stickers. I just don't like how they're placed and executed. Kind of cheap. What I also noticed here, it's hard to tell. Can you tell here? It looks like the bed is splayed apart. Yeah, you can. That looks right to me, but it sits a little further out. I don't know if that's just. Let's find out. It looks like when you install the tailgate, it hooks it in. Definitely something I did not notice on the K10 and the EZRC Glacier. So let's install the tailgate. That goes there. That goes very, very loosely installed. Don't like that. Okay, that goes there. Yeah, so installing the tailgate pulls it together. I don't think that's a good sign. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting. We have some extra parts. So these are some running boards, which will be installed down here. That's cool. Looking underneath, this is a plastic telescopic drive shaft. The frame rails are metal. I believe they're metal. Yeah, these are metal. 4-link rear suspension with the lay-down shocks to give us a full or full-ish bed. Front steering servo, there's a little motor right there going to a transfer case for the front and the rear drive shafts. Again, the drive shafts, although plastic, they, I've driven mine quite a lot. Mainly my EZRC Glacier, and the thing's in outstanding shape. It's always been really reliable, so I suspect nothing less from this one here. We can, there's a sticker there to protect the glass. For the acrylic, another sticker there that was on the license plate. I must have rubbed that off. And then we can open the hood. Okay, there we go. And there, tucked inside, is the battery. Power switch. I swear, all of these cars, I feel like I have to hunt for the power switch. There's a tack switch back here. That could be the power switch. We'll keep looking for it. In terms of details on the body, nice chrome mirrors, pretty scale size actually. You got the little registers here on the side for the cabin air outlet. The front fenders are really well done. The marker lights the parking lights are really well done. I want to pry these off and paint the bucket silver to get some more pop out of them. Tail lights are spot on. These are correct. I'll explain why a little bit later on. Suspension is pretty nice and supple, a little harder at the rear. I love these tires. They're so squishy and so useful. I do want to throw some batteries in and see how this guy behaves. So with the batteries in and the remote looking for a car, the little lights flash. There's 2 of them, which is kind of cool. Coming over here, we'll plug the battery in. I did charge this, by the way. And I think this is the power switch. Okay, that is the power switch. I don't know how everybody messes this up. This is not a turn signal. That is the turn signal. Not much light dissipation there. To turn the headlights on, I'm going to forget this. Here we have an A-B mode switch right there. Do you see that? So right now it's in mode A. Switch it to mode B, and then press the throttle trim plus where it says LED. Can you see that right there? So we'll press that once. Low beam, again. High beam, again. Here's what the taillights will do. 1, nope, nope. Yeah, so that's a bit of a failing there. The taillights come on in reverse, which is a reverse light, not a taillight. I do like that it does give me the option to have lower and brighter headlights. That's really cool. But I think at this price point, we should have proper taillights and brake lights. Cool that it has turn signals. Again, they're in the wrong spot. But I suspect that it's safer to put the turn signals up here because you can more easily isolate them from, yeah, because down here you can see, I'll be damned. The signal down here is open on the back side. Now, well, you can see that. You can see it right there. So, I will be changing that later. Perhaps when I add some new stripes and get rid of this sticker. Looking at some more detail, the dash looks quite good. In fact, there is a decal for the instrumentation. It's a shame that these have no door panels. I mean, honestly, they could do just like a generic door panel with like a handle and a crank, and that would be fine. Again, the truck is really well painted. The details are nice. In fact, what I want to do right now is compare this one here to something similar. So a bit of a comparison here. Now, I don't want to focus on the scale, but you can see a slight size differential between the 1/10 scale Toyota Hilux and the 1/18 scale Toyota Hilux. But what I want to focus on here are some key details that FMS absolutely crushed, where RC four-wheel drive utterly screwed the pooch. Namely, here. Everything happening here is completely wrong. This is not how the marker looks. This is not how the fender looks. This, I don't even know what, a beer shelf? Honestly, I don't know what is happening there. I don't know. The headlights protrude too far. The bumper doesn't see, it's wrong. All of this is completely wrong. Now, compared to this truck, this is spot on. The marker is significantly more coplanar with the car's fender. Here, there's the little flare that leads into the overall fender flare. The hood and this body line merged together to create this little point versus the fender flare, which is present there. The headlight is significantly more sunken back, and the bumper follows the same curvature as the light and touches off with the leading edge of the fender. Absolutely perfect. Now, that's not where it ends. Now, although this is the AmPro taillight, and I put a lot of effort into this taillight, this entire corner is completely wrong. The reason it's wrong is that this truck is not one big curve on the back of the truck. It's actually a flat taillight, as seen here. So it's basically flat, goes around the corner 90 degrees, and comes coincident to this side panel. You can also see from above, it's significantly more square. Now, this style of bed, I don't know what to particularly call it with the little hooks. I believe that this truck did away with them in the US. I don't know if it was an option, but this style of bed was just a style of bed. So this is no more incorrect than this. These are both different options. What I'm focusing on is the actual corner. Giant curve, square. I don't know how RC four-wheel drive managed to miss those two, but FMS nailed it. The last anomalous area on the RC four-wheel drive body is this A-pillar. I don't know what is happening here. Why is it so gigantic? Here at the top, it's just about right. But for some reason, instead of maintaining a thinner profile, it absolutely bloats. 3 times, yeah, at least 3 times larger than it should be. I don't know what happened there. I mean, it's almost like the windshield. No, it does. The windshield sticks out. No idea what happened. Compare that to the FMS. Okay, thin A-pillar, and it stays the same all the way down. Slight flare at the bottom as it should be, but the windshield curves appropriately. Again, I don't know what happened with this one here. I love this truck, don't get me wrong, but FMS just owned it. I think it would be a good idea just to compare the scale since they're both here. Oh, geez, see, I just tried to move this from the back and the tailgate popped off. Oof, I'm not happy about that. Okay. So I'm gonna make the front bumpers, excluding the bull bar. The front bumpers are lined up and the rear. So you can see that effectively this entire truck resides roughly in the cab section. So it's definitely a small size truck. Also, the price reflects that this truck's between 4 and 5 times as much as this. So there's still quite a cost differential. I do want to take this for a spin. I drive my FMS Glacier and K10 all the time, and those trucks blow me out of the water. I suspect this is going to perform just like them, but before I do that, I do want to compare this to the K10 simply because they're both 1/18 scale vehicles, and I'm suspecting that this should be significantly smaller because it is a mini truck. All right, here is the K10. I had this, sorry, it might be a little bit dusty. I had this driving around this past weekend. Already I'm seeing, yeah, it's about the same size. Okay, I mean, you know, someone that's buying this truck here as a 1/18 scale vehicle probably is expecting something about this size, so it might be a bit of a letdown if it's much smaller. But remember, what we have here on the right is a full-size truck, and what we have here on the left is a mini truck. And the fact that they are the exact same size tells me that although this says 1/18 scale on the box, it's probably closer to 1/16 scale. Yeah, I mean, they are just about the same size. Just for a moment, I'm just curious because this, oh, I see. This tailgate, as well as the one on the Glacier, they're on 2 very meaty metal hinges. So that's what they've done here. Or these bedsides do kind of flare open as well. Yeah, I can see is definitely a cost-cutting measure. I don't know if the feedback was such that, you know, people wanted to have the tailgate off. I can see that look. perhaps being it. You know, it works well enough, I guess. Anyway, I just wanted to see, it's gonna, I don't know if this is gonna be popping off as I'm driving the whole time, but all right, let's just stay there and take you for a spin. a piece of grass or weeds stuck around the front axle. Oh shit. It's dead. Take 3 with a fresh battery. Try to avoid the shrubbery. Jeez. Okay, reset it back here. Oh. As you can tell by the video, this truck is remarkably competent, and it's insane given how small it is. I have 1/10 scale trucks that can't do that rock crawling that this thing here did. It runs really well. I love the scale appearance of it. It has some shortcomings, but the question is, do you want one? Well, the fact of the matter is, it is small. If you're looking at a first-time scale trail truck or crawler, I would shy away from something of this size. Although competent, it is still pretty tiny, and a lot of the larger obstacles and more aggressive trails, especially with water and such, it could just kind of leave this thing a bit lacking. If you are looking for something that you can just kind of throw in the car, take with you, travel with, maybe have a couple of them to go out with the family and all that, this is an outstanding choice. It is relatively inexpensive. It's actually priced closer to the Easy RC cars. A video will be coming out soon of this vehicle in the sand, where it is utterly incredible. This thing does stuff in the sand that almost none of my cars can do. It's well painted. Again, I'm a little bit annoyed that there's kind of that translucency through here with the lighting and all that. This does annoy me quite a lot, but they're all fairly small things. I'm also not a fan of yellow in general, so it's got kind of that bothering me too, but I'm trying to look past it. Its scale is just incredible. I love how this thing looks. I've designed some new wheels for it here. As you can tell, I haven't put the other ones on yet. There will be a few items coming out for this very, very shortly, because I think it deserves some little cosmetic upgrades. I've reviewed a ton of FMS and Easy RC cars on my channel, so feel free and look them up, because performance-wise, they're all about the same. Save for a couple minor things, it's an absolutely sensational car. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make because I like playing with these cars. And like I said, you'll be seeing a lot more of this truck coming soon. The wheels will be available when I complete the upgrade video for this truck. Until then, they will not be made available. They will eventually be on my mini factory. Thank you, and we will see you next time.